Well, hi guys, Mark here. We're here again today at Poole Moto here in the south of England, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Keeway Superlight 125.
Got a two-tongue weight from my hairline to my backbone, and it's dragging me around, but I don't listen. All your critics are red, mind your own business. That's right. And run red lights. Now watch me fly. Got an angel to my left, devil to my right. We're going down.
Well, hi guys, Mark here, and today we've got a Keeway Superlight 125 to have a look at. So let's just take a look round, run through all the specifications, then go for a little test ride, and then do a little final thoughts at the end. And as always, many thanks to Poole Moto for lending me this bike today. So price on these, they are currently on the website at £2,499 plus the on the road, and you can get the SE version for £2,649, and that comes with the sort of saddlebags, the screen here, and the engine bars. So this is coming in at £2,499, this one at the moment. Comes with a proven, reliable 124cc air-cooled single-cylinder 4-stroke engine, 2-valve this is. It's putting out a modest 10.6 horsepower at 9,000 RPM, and the torque is 9 Newton meters at 7,500 RPM. A fuel tank on this is 15 litres, and these are very economical, at least 90 to the gallon UK, I would say. So that's going to give you a range of around about 250 miles, which is excellent. So tyres on this, we've got a 16-inch front wheel with a 110 section, and on the back we've got a 130 section tyre, 15-inch wheel on the back there. So nice decent wide tyres on these, you know, suiting its sort of cruiser looks. So it's nice low seat on this, very wide, very comfortable indeed. Nice and low, so if you're a beginner you can easily get your feet down to the floor. Just take a look at me on the bike, and as a reference, I'm 5'7" tall, weigh about 75 kilos, 170 centimeters. Just see how I fit it, so you can compare that for yourself then. Weight on these, 134 kilograms, so not too bad, quite easy to push about. Obviously, being a cruiser, you know, we've got floorboards for your feet here, you've got forward controls, forward gear control, forward rear brake, and a very smooth shifting 5-speed gearbox. Convenient that it's got a centre stand as well for cleaning and maintenance. We've got non-adjustable front forks and preload adjustable rear shocks, giving a very comfortable ride. Quite impressed with that. These come in a black, grey and a matte red. But looking around the bike, it's pretty decent build quality. You know, must admit it does look good. You know, for 125, it's quite a, you know, it's got a decent sort of physical presence to it. Standard bulbs all round by the look of it. Yeah, no LEDs on this. We have a Kickstarter, which is quite convenient and unusual for a modern 125. So anyway, let's go for the test ride, guys. Then Keeway Superlight 125. Let's try this out. So being a cruiser style motorcycle, very easy to swing a leg over, and it's really nice and low, very comfortable. So I say I'm not that tall, 5'7", 170 centimeters, and I'm flat-footed with my knees bent, so it's a very nice low bike, so that's nice. It doesn't feel heavy, about 135 kilos. So we just run through all the controls first of all. Cable clutch, we have our horn, high and low beam. Quite interesting on this bike, you have indicators, so your left indicator's there and you push it to cancel, and your right indicator's there, which is unusual. Normally you just got a toggle switch here, but hey ho. Your engine start and your engine kill, so nice and simple. Got traditional looking analog clocks with all your trip meters and your warning lights. Looks to me like the outside is kilometers and the inner is in miles an hour. So nice and simple. Just fire it up, and straight away you've got that lovely little single cylinder just chugging away beneath me. Nice and quiet, you're not going to annoy the neighbours with this. So all nice and simple, straightforward controls. So obviously feet forward controls on this because it's a cruiser, so easily into first gear. Nice responsive fuel injection and a nice smooth pull away, that's great. Alright then, so out on the open road on the Keeway Superlight 125. And first impressions, it's a very charming bike to ride, extremely comfortable, and I mean really comfortable, and I love its sort of big bike looks and feel. It's great. So let's just run through all the controls and the way it rides. So just starting off with these little mirrors, yeah, they're pretty decent. I can see a good decent view behind me, a little bit of my elbows, but nothing untoward, and they're nice and clear, there's no vibrations in them, so that's a good start. The dash with the analog clocks, very easy to read. I mean, obviously it's miles an hour is the inner bit on this, but I can still see miles an hour, all my revs, trip meters, all that sort of stuff. So top speed on this, absolutely flat out, will be 60 miles an hour with 10 horsepower. More realistic, you're talking 50 to 55 miles an hour really. Just cruising along at the moment, around about 50 mile an hour, and must admit it's very, very smooth for an air-cooled single cylinder. The level of vibration is excellent. I can just feel a little tiny bit of a buzz through the footboards, but on the whole it's a very smooth little bike. Being a cruiser, you know, it's got a lovely comfortable feet forward position, nice bars raked back. Obviously it's got a very sort of raked out front fork steering geometry, so the handling is very relaxed. And on the subject of handling, it's basic suspension on this, but I must admit it does a very good job of soaking up the bumps. It's very smooth. The forks, front forks, are very compliant over all these bumps, and the rear shocks are excellent. Sometimes they can sort of crash a bit over bumps, but this is a very, very smooth, comfortable ride. Got decent tyre sizes, 110 at the front, 130 at the rear, and they're giving good grip in these cold, wet conditions that we've got today. The gearbox is very easy to use, it's very slick, it's very light and positive, as is the clutch. But no, I mean, cruising along like this, 50 mile an hour in the countryside is really enjoyable, very nice indeed. Let's just take it through town and see what it's like at the slower speeds. Just going to come into a little urban area now, sort of 30 mile an hour limit. Just going to see how the Superlight rides at the lower speeds. But so far I've really enjoyed this. I've been on this for about an hour now. It's very, very comfortable. You could easily ride this all day. It's got this lovely padded seat, nice forward riding position, feet forward riding position. So we're currently in fourth gear, we're just chugging along gently at 30 miles an hour, 4,500 revs. very smooth, no vibrations. Throttle response is very mellow, it's not sharp or snatchy, it's not going to catch you out. But no, this is absolutely perfect. The fuel injection is very good. It's not sort of surging or hunting away below me, it's very smooth like a sewing machine. Just try top gear. It will do top gear at 30, but it prefers fourth. Mirrors are very clear. All the I mean, it's a long wheelbase bike with raked out front forks, being a cruiser, but it's still very manoeuvrable. Very nice to sort of cut through traffic if you had to go to work on, that sort of thing. Just down to third now, very light clutch, just using the back brake. Obviously on this it's combined braking, it's not ABS. Into third. Yeah, so it's absolutely beautiful to ride through town at slow speeds. It's very happy, no heat coming off the engine, steers very precisely. Most importantly, the throttle response, gearbox, clutch is all very easy to use, nice and light. So that's superb. So yeah, 5 stars from me, guys, for the Superlight round town. So just pulling up a hill now, 4th gear. It's not doing too badly for a little 10 horsepower bike. But so far with this bike, what's impressed me is it's I like the looks of it, big bike looks and feel, exceptionally comfortable. Lack of vibration is a good thing. Sometimes these, you know, air-cooled 125s, they can be extremely buzzy and annoying, but this is really smooth, so it's just very good. Handles pretty well as well for a long wheelbase bike. Brakes, got single disc up front and single disc at rear. They bite well. Right, let's just wrap it up here. All the switch gears easy to use. I got used to this indicator system quite easily. Right, let's have a little look round here, shall we? It's very easy to get used to the forward controls as well of the gear change and the rear brake. Just see what that's like into neutral. Very easy into neutral. Now listen to the horn. Sound check. Right, we'll just leave it running so you can have a look at those lights. Let's just try on the centre stand, see what that's like. So very easy onto the centre stand. Put it onto high beam with the indicators on for you. So just standard bulbs on this, no LEDs I'm afraid, but they will look pretty good. Push to turn it off. So there we are, guys, Keeway Superlight 125. So these have been around for quite a few years now, but no, it's a very enjoyable bike to ride. If you want something that's substantial, really does look the part, like a little mini Harley, take a look at these. They're very nice to ride. Particularly impressed. The quality of the suspension's good. It's very compliant over all the bumps. The engine, 10.5 horsepower, but in this particular bike it's smooth. There's no nasty vibrations or anything. All the controls are easy to use. Brakes work absolutely fine for this sort of speed of machine. Let's just take a look round. So chain drive, 5-speed gearbox, very smooth and easy to use with those forward controls there. Particularly impressed with those shocks. They're good, nice sort of rear end comfort there. Behind these panels you're going to have all the battery. It's a very simple, proven, reliable little 4-stroke single cylinder fuel injection. Not going to have any problems with that. All of this is sort of like just mock, really, just to make it look the part. Nice that it's got a fuel gauge as well, that's good. So you're going to have a massive range on this of well over 200 miles. Yeah, interesting, it's got a kickstarter as well as the electric start. Your rear passenger foot pegs there. Let's see what it's like with its turning circle. I mean, it's quite a physically big bike, but it doesn't feel heavy. I mean, that's really easy to push around with a decent steering lock. Perfect. So there you go, guys. Keeway Superlight 125. What's your thoughts on this? Have you got one? Have you had one? How's it been going? If you're in the market for a 125cc custom cruiser, take a look at one of these. They're well priced at £2,500. They're reliable. It's a nice ride, and if you're into something to just to cruise about on, go to work, do some commuting, and just some nice gentle riding in the countryside, this will definitely fit the bill, I would say. Thanks, guys. Well, please give me a like. Don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. Post your comments down below as always, and I'll catch you again in a week or so for another review. Take care, guys. Bye for now.